Hey guys, before this video starts, I just want to say I'm not bashing on this company in any way. I'm just giving my honest opinion on a product they make. I'm sure all of their other products are great, but unfortunately this product was just not, it wasn't up to par for me for what I paid for it. So again, I'm not trying to bash on this company in any way, shape, or form. I'm just giving my honest review on this product. So enjoy the video. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today's video is gonna be a little bit different. I actually originally filmed this video in my car using a GoPro, but turns out the GoPro is not very good at picking up audio in a loud Mustang. That obviously didn't work out. You could barely hear what I was saying. So I'm in the office today. Today we're gonna be doing a review on the wing that I have on the Mustang. It is a Robot Craftsman version 1 wing for the S550 Mustang. It says on the website that this kit itself is for 15 to 17, but I'm pretty sure this wing could be mounted on a 15 and 20. So we're going to be reviewing it today. I have some pictures and videos pulled up of my wing that I'm going to be showing you guys, and I'm going to be doing just a review. The company is not paying me to do this or anything like that. This is going to be me giving you an honest review of what I think of this product, and spoiler alert, I'm not really a fan of it. So to get started, I'm on the Robot Craftsman website right now, as you can see, and I've got everything pulled up here. So here it is, Robot Craftsman Carbon Fiber Wide Body Kit version 1 for Mustang S550. Now, the wing that I got the FRP, the fiber reinforced plastic, basically fiberglass. I didn't get the carbon fiber version, mainly because of price, but this wing cost $690. So after shipping, this wing cost a total of I don't know if the camera's picking that up, $861.02. I ordered it March 4th, and it was delivered June 3rd. So that's a total of 2 months, 2 full months. Actually, like 2.5, almost 3 months, basically 3 months that I had to wait for this wing. Now, this wing, according to the company, after I emailed them, multiple times, just checking up on it, it was hand laid. I'm not an expert in fiberglass. I've done a little bit of fiberglass work, but I don't think it should take you basically 3 full months to hand lay just a flat piece. Now, I could be wrong, but I mean, in my experience, I don't think it would take that long. So that's, one thing. If you do get this wing, you are going to be waiting a few months before you get it. So this wing cost $800 shipped to my door, which isn't bad. It's a little expensive. For reference, I have here pulled up, this is an APR GTC 200 adjustable wing. This is a carbon fiber wing. This isn't a fiberglass wing. After shipping and tax, it comes out to be $941. And that's a carbon wing. That's for a carbon fiber wing. It ends up being what, like maybe a little under $100 more for a carbon fiber wing. This one is just fiberglass. This isn't carbon fiber. It's just a fiberglass wing. So to give you just a reference, that's kind of ridiculous that a fiberglass wing is basically almost the same price as an APR carbon fiber wing. Now, APR is a very good brand for aero. They are a very well-known brand. They're fantastic. Now, obviously, with this wing from APR, though, I wouldn't be getting the swan neck styling of the Robot Craftsman wing, which is why I wanted this wing, because I love the look of it. The look is amazing. That's about the only thing this wing has going for it. Other than that, it's not that great. That's really about the only pro for this wing. Everything else about it is honestly kind of shitty. It's not terrible, but it's kind of shitty. So I'll get into the video of me walking around the wing. As you can see, this is on the back rear corner. As you can see here, there is a huge crack just growing across the back of the wing right here. This is here whenever I got it. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any video of me unboxing this wing, so you're gonna have to just take my word for it. But this was there whenever I unboxed it, and I was really disappointed that it was. This is like the first thing I noticed when I unboxed it, and I was super upset because I waited 3 full months for this wing, and I get it, and it's got this huge crack in it. This isn't a tiny little crack. Like, you can see this crack, like from at least 5 feet away. You can see this crack. So moving on, and also, as you can see, the end plates are not they're not stiff, they wobble. Those bolts holding the end plates on are tight as I can get them. Without, you know, cross threading them, they are as tight as I can get them on both sides, and the end plates still wobble. That's bad. That's not good. The end plates should not be wobbling. Now, I did paint the mounts, as you can see, to match the secondary color scheme of the car. But yeah, that's not good at all. So moving on here, what else did I record? There's some more chips and stuff in the wing, which is unacceptable for 800 bucks. That's just unacceptable in my opinion. The mounts themselves, as you can see, are not flush with the trunk at all. They are not flush, and this is like as tight as I could get them. I've had them tightened down as tight as I can get them. Another thing, the mount, like the threads inside the mounts are terrible. Like the entire time I was threading the bolts in, it felt like they were cross threading, and I was going as slow as possible and making sure that I was getting them in as straight as possible. But it just felt, the threads just felt terrible. One of the threads actually on this mount at the top here, this top, there's three holes here. There's one right here, one in the middle, and then one on this end. This one over here, the bolt actually snapped off in the threads, and I didn't even have it halfway tightened down. Like, it wasn't even halfway tightened, and the bolt just snapped off. And the thing is, it didn't feel like, it wasn't giving me a whole lot of resistance. So whenever it happened, I was really confused. I was like, what the fuck? What just happened? So the bolt snapped off. So I ended up having to drill a new hole in this and just tapping new threads in, which, you know, wasn't very difficult. And honestly, it was probably a better idea than getting a new mount from them, because I did email them. I can't find the email on my phone, but basically they sent, so I asked them about getting a new mount. I told them I would even pay for it, even though this is clearly, you know, their fault for doing a really shitty job at tapping the threads on these. And again, I was being as careful as I possibly could be, because here's the thing, I've had multiple wings on this car in the past, and I haven't taken my time on them, and they didn't come out good. So with this one, you know, obviously I spent 800 bucks on it. I'm gonna take my time, right? So, you know, this is clearly a, you know, problem on their end with doing a shitty job at tapping these threads. So I emailed them, told them I'd even pay for it. So they sent me an invoice, and they wanted, I think, and this is just, I don't know exactly what the number was. I think it was a little under or over $300 for one mount. Just for one mount. That's insane. Now, these mounts are aluminum, so I guess that's probably why aluminum isn't exactly cheap, and they are really nice looking mounts. But after I got that email, I was like, fuck this, I'll just re-tap the threads myself. So that's what I did, and honestly, they work fine. I'm honestly okay with it. But as you can see, they do not sit flush with the trunk like they should at all. Like, that's just ridiculous that it doesn't sit flush with the trunk. Here's another little nick here, right in the corner. I've noticed that all the nicks on it are in the corner. But that's about it, I think, for the video. That's really all I recorded. Now, I have pictures, though. I did take some pictures. So the way the mounts work, as you can see right here, I can't zoom into this. As you can see here, they've got the two bolts right here that go through the mounts, you know, through the wing, and that's how they mount, which is already kind of tacky looking in my opinion, because you can just see the bolts going through, but honestly, it's not that big of a deal. So getting to the photos I took, this is what it's supposed to look like. This one right here, this is how these nuts are supposed to go in. They had these little indentations. Don't worry about this. This is something I added on. It's just tensioning cables to keep it steady, because that's another thing. This wing is not stable at all. It just fucking... And I'm not just talking about the deck. I'm talking about the mounts and everything. The whole thing just fucking moves side to side and up and down. It's terrible. So that's why that's there. It's just tensioning cables. I do have something planned for this that's going to be a lot nicer than tensioning cables, so stay tuned for that. But as you can see, this nut sits nicely in that little hole that they have there, and this one doesn't. Now, you might be thinking this is my fault for not drilling straight through properly, but it's not. I got it literally dead on straight through. The nut just doesn't go in the hole like it's supposed to. So it's another thing. And obviously with hand laid material, like with hand laid products, they're not going to be perfect. That's a thing. That's the problem with hand laid shit. It's never going to be like super nice and perfect. There's always going to be imperfections. But this is kind of ridiculous, and the amount of imperfections that are on this wing are just kind of gross. As you can see, like it looks terrible. Like just looking at the surface of it, this is how it looked whenever I got it. I mean, there's obviously a little bit of dust and dirt on it from me driving around, but other than that, I haven't messed with the finish of this wing at all. That's just how it came, which is again another thing that's really disappointing. But I guess it's not that big of a deal. As far as, I'm not really too worried about the finish. I'm mainly worried about the wing itself, being structurally sound and everything like that. So as you can see, here's some pictures of it and all that, and it looks super good. And that's, again, as far as pros go, the looks are really the only pros about this wing. It's the only thing it has going for it is looks. As far as functionality, structural integrity, I guess, and just mounting and everything like that in general, it's terrible. It's just not good. The mounts don't sit flush with the trunk, which doesn't look good. The wing itself, the deck is not look good at all. There's cracks in it. The end plates wobble, even though the bolts are as tight as you could possibly get them. It's just not a good recipe at all for a good wing. Now again, I paid $800 over $800 for this wing, which is really, really disappointing when I could have paid just a little bit more what I paid for this wing and bought an APR wing that's carbon fiber that will be a great fucking wing. But I instead got this, and again, like I said, I really only got this wing for the looks. If you're gonna get this wing for a show car build, like this car, right, these cars that they have in the pictures are most likely show car builds. These are not really, I don't think these are street driven or track driven cars. I think that these are just show car builds. Now, if you are going to get this for a show car, I wouldn't say go for it. I would say consider your options, because again, even for a show car, with the amount of, like the trunk, the mount's not sitting flush with the trunk, the cracking, and stuff like that. Honestly, I don't even know if I would really get this for a show car, because show cars have to look really nice. And if your wing mounts aren't flush with your trunk, I don't know about you guys, but that's going to bother the fuck out of me, and it does bother the fuck out of me. Like anytime I look at my wing, I instantly look at the mounts. I'm like, oh my god, the mounts are not flush. So if you have a show car, definitely consider your options. But in the end, if this is what you want to get, go ahead and do it. It would be good for a show car, I think, but that's about it. If this is a street car that you're trying to put this on, I probably wouldn't do it unless you're okay with having to look back at your rear windshield and see the thing fucking going back and forth, wobbling like crazy, because that's what it's gonna do unless you add tensioning cables or rods or something like that. Definitely not good for race car use. That is why when I do plan on tracking my car in the future, I'm gonna have 9 Lives make a deck for it, because that deck is not good for downforce at all. I would imagine that deck is probably not creating any downforce. If anything, it's probably just creating drag. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not trying to bash on the company, because they have a lot of cool shit. Like I would love to have this body kit. I love this body kit. The body kit just looks amazing. Like, look at that. That looks so fucking good. It looks so good. I would love to have it, but they need to work on their wing. The wing is not good. That's the one thing. Like, you can even see it in their pictures. Like, you can see you can see the gap here that it has, and the between the trunk. Like, that's not good, man. That's not acceptable at all. For $800, that's terrible. When I could go buy an APR wing for a little bit more, and it'll actually be a good functioning quality wing. But that's another story for another day, I guess. So yeah, if you want this wing, if you're looking at getting this wing, go for it. I mean, I personally wouldn't buy this wing again. If I were to, I wouldn't buy it again. That's just me being honest. So yeah, I'm not really much of a review guy. This is the first review I've ever done on a product. I just wanted to do this review because I've started to see their kits and everything get more popular on Instagram and stuff. So I just wanted to put this out there for those of you S550 guys who are looking at this wing or the kit or whatever. If you're looking at the kit itself, I would say probably go for it because it looks like a badass kit. But the wing, I would say try to avoid it if you can. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I have a bunch of other videos planned. I have multiple video. I have like, I think 3 or 4 folders on my laptop with videos I need to edit. So be looking out for that. This was just kind of a quick video that I'm not going to have to edit a whole lot, that I wanted to get out there. So again, be on the lookout for new videos coming out. I've got some pretty good ones coming out that I think you guys will enjoy. Also, check out the description. I've got a shop now. It's just a little Etsy shop. It's not anything too serious. I'll just go do it on here and show you guys. It's pretty cool though. We've got a few products. We've got the GWP embroidered t-shirt with, you know, my boy Grim on the shirt. It's a dope ass shirt. I actually have one. I actually ordered a couple of them because, you know, I wanted to see how they're going to come out. This is not me making these, so I'm going to go grab one and show you guys. Alright, so I grabbed one of the shirts here. I also grabbed something else because I do have something else planned for winter. It's going to be like a fall thing that I'm going to be doing myself. As you can see here, here's one of them. Looks pretty dope. I really hope that it's not, it's probably keying out. Hang on, let me turn off my okay, so here it is. As you can see, it's nice and green. It looks dope. Like, honestly, this shirt's fucking sick. I love this. I actually have the pink one, which is the lilac, I think is what it is. Let me see. I think it's lilac. Yeah, the Heather Prism Lilac. Definitely check this one out. It's fucking sick. I've also got something planned. Again, this is going to be for fall, and I'm going to be making these myself. These shirts are, you know, basically they're being made by another company and being shipped to you guys whenever you purchase them. I'm not making these. This one, however, I will be making. This is just, you know, a sweater with just the boy Grim on there. These are just, you know, just something I'm going to be doing for winter. It's pretty sick. Or fall. So that's going to be awesome. But yeah, I'll have a link down in the description. I've also got some other stuff. We got croc charms. You know, we got some Smiley Boy croc charms, some Alien Boy croc charms. You know, the boys, obviously. And then we've got some Grim stickers. These are fucking dope. Buy these. These are fucking sick. We've got holographic and then normal. The holographic ones are fucking awesome. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one.